Hello Homo sapiens, I've hidden RimWorld 1.4 news, so watch this. Anyway, subscribe for infinite daily videos. So, RimWorld is a broken game. You probably know that solar panels don't block wind turbines, and several other buildings don't block it as well. But a large steely somehow doesn't block it. I mean, look how big it is. But apparently, a sarcophagus somehow blocks this. Wind turbines stand about 80 meters, so a hidden force must be causing this. Tyne and Sylvester, explain this or I won't buy your book, because someone must have coded that in and I want to know who. So, you're wasting metal in RimWorld. You know you can change the mining yield in the Storyteller settings, but actually, the skill of the pawn also determines this. From 60% to 113 at max level, you will think twice about using those level 0 organ farm slaves. As you can see, I get way more gold from the level 21. And don't think about using blind pawns, because sight also affects this. I do wonder how this works, but it was added in Alpha 17 and it does cap at 125% mining yield as of 1.3. So, gaining XP by hunting animals is a waste of time in RimWorld. Simply research machining and gunsmithing, then for 75 steel and 4 components, assemble a smoke launcher with 4 crafting skill. When it is completed, equip it and start training a noob by firing at your researcher. As you can see, if you only need the XP and not food, then this is the best. You could do this with a sleeping spot, but has been patched, so use this. So, RimWorld's nutrient paste dispenser is the best early game building. Takes 125 steel and 3 components to construct and has the highest nutritional value in the game. With hoppers, it can use up almost any food. Also, if you make a zone in the dispenser and restrict the colonists to it while it is using it, then you want to pause the game and draft/undraft the colonists, so no cooking process. There is even a full guide on this in the wiki. It does give you a -4 moody buff, unless you have the transhumanist ideology, and it will never give you food poisoning. So, what happens if you destroy every faction in RimWorld? So with the appropriate equipment, you can launch tactical nukes at each one, just like that. So caravans still work. Oh wait, I forgot about that faction. So I can't spawn any caravans, and raids don't work either. So the only humanoid that arrives is the man in black. But the only threat seems to be the man hunting animals. So I also tried to visit a faction, but you can't do anything there. With only nature to worry about, would you do this? Did you know that RimWorld's Uranium was named after the planet Uranus? Uranium is best known for blunt weapons. The mace is the second best blunt weapon behind the Zeus hammer. It can be acquired through drilling, trading, drop pods, and deconstructing Cryptosleep pods. It is also essential for ship parts. It spawns in veins of 6 to 12 and is the rarest ore in the game. But my personal favorite feature is constructing nuclear warheads. Long-lasting radiation. So, RimWorld's Chemfuel can be milked from boomalopes. It can be acquired through the infinite Chemfuel reactor and biofuel refinery through organics. It is used in the Chemfuel reactor, transport pod launcher, and to craft some accessories such as locust armor and grenades, as well as mortar shells. It can be used to assemble some I Eat These, and a large Chemfuel ignition can be deadly. But did you know that before beta 19 you could get it from drilling? So, do you hate the ship launch ending in RimWorld? It does cost a lot of resources and endless wait. So, all you want to do is to enslave a few raiders, 22 to be exact. Now once the tribute collector is here, they will trade 1 prisoner no matter how healthy they are, as long as they are not down, for 3 honor. So 22 prisoners is needed for the highest rank for 65 honor, 3 honor and 3 psycasts. You will get the countess ceremony, so get the throne requirements and complete it, and make another good bedroom for the royal ascent. Just like ship launch, you have to wait 12 days until raids are over, but with good defenses, once it is over, load up your colonists, and just like that you've won. So,
all RimWorld gamers, Randy Random, it's your help to wipe out the Muffalo.
As a RimWorld gamer, I'll do this. So,
Mechanoid hive, yeah!
RimWorld's Plasteel is the strongest material. You get a Plasteel knife from the Crashland scenario, and it also comes from shredded centipedes. It can be bought from Homo sapiens, and it spawns in veins of 2 to 8. It's the strongest ore with a durability of 8000 HP. Its strong material is very good for defensive purposes, and is used to create advanced components, microanalyzer, autocannons, and slug turrets, and 3 of the ship parts. It is also used in all bionic implants, high-tier weapons, accessories, and high-tier armor. Even though it's the strongest, it is also very light, so it has no penalty for outer doors. The term Plasteel has to describe materials with properties of both plastic and metal, including seminal works such as Dune and Star Wars. So, hauling is unrealistic in RimWorld, only hauling one item when more can be hauled. Well, simply form a caravan and add colonists, then accept. Just add items to the caravan and you can pick them up. There is a mod called pick up and haul for this, so this is completely vanilla. So, you've heard of RimWorld's soundtrack, but have you heard all of the instruments in-game? You can craft them at a smithing table with the appropriate research, and this is how they sound. Wonderful. Nice. So, do you like raising skeletons in RimWorld? That works because
someone left a Necronomicon in the public library.
Consume corpses to resurrect. You can blow them up viciously and have them fight insects. They don't require food or sleep, and so that's why you'll creep into the RimWorld of Magic mod. Do you like fisting people? Then the hand-to-hand combat spot is for you. You can learn something like the RKO. These skills scale with your melee capabilities. Everything is customizable though. Most attacks will down pawns for a few seconds or straight up kill, though high level melee pawns can easily take down hordes of people. Although overpowered, it does make the game more fun. You should play this with the search and destroy mod so pawns automatically attack enemies. So this is the perfect attack in RimWorld. Simply chop down trees and construct this simple building. Now in the middle spot, construct it halfway and forbid it. Then do the same with the outer one, just like this. Now right when she tries to build the inner one, she wants to go out, so force construct the outer wall and work your way into the ancient danger. Simply punch a pod and then deconstruct and finish off the insides. So just like that, you can access any wall or spot, fog or not. What's the rarest item in RimWorld? Well, the Persona core must be it, right? Actually, you can get multiple ones, so to get the rarest item, you have to play with the Lost Tribe scenario, and there it is, the Jade knife. There can only be one Jade knife in your playthrough, and it can't be crafted. There's even a wiki for it, but it performs similar to a wooden club though, so keep it in your base. So, what's the best ideology in RimWorld? Well, it's pain is virtue with several mood buffs at no cost, such as scarification. You also endure tougher conditions as you are more resistant against temperature, and the slab bed, which gives you a mood buff, whilst normal beds don't do that. So no wasting resources on chairs since the comfort tab isn't even there. All pawns love pain and don't get depressed on their hospital beds. And extracting skulls to captivate slaves and provide mood buffs, the best ideology. The plasma sword is amongst one of the best weapons in RimWorld. It is from the royalty DLC and it can't be crafted, but can be acquired from caravans with a market value of 2000 silver, as well as quests. While it is less sharp than the Monosword, this blade contains fire which has a 50% chance of being afflicted per hit. The stats are 21 cut and stab damage, and in a 1v1 situation, because it can feint people, they can't attack you, allowing you to win. And the Persona Plasma Sword has a higher damage of 23 cut and stab. So, the Monosword is a decent weapon in RimWorld. From the royalty DLC, it can be acquired through caravans and quests. Its market value is is 2000 silver. It does more damage than the plasma sword and has the highest armor penetration, but sharp damage is overall worse on mechs and higher tier opponents. It deals 25 damage and has a 90% armor penetration. Centipedes are unfazed and using a better weapon is preferred. Against flak and lower tier armor it is the best because it attacks very fast, so quite good against tribals and low tier pirates. Otherwise not. If you hate vanilla combat in RimWorld, then Combat Extended is for you. Colonists actually hitting people up close and features such as armor is overhauled. Bullets also go at real-time speed and are much more powerful. This mod also adds embrasures. Shields also exist and are quite powerful, as well as a new inventory bulk and weight system. The ammo might be the most overwhelming part, but can be disabled. It can be researched through machining, and 2 new components for explosives and flammable recipes are added, as well as a new customizable loadout system. RimWorld's gold is the most valuable metal. Gold can be found in veins of 2 to 8 and has a hit point of 1500. Drilling for it and ancient tombs are other ways to find it. 67 gold is used for trading 1 honor. Gold has the highest quality modifier, so it is most efficient at high tier sculptures. Although with the most beauty, gold sculptures need 10 times more material. It is used to assemble the multi-analyzer for research, advanced components for endgame, and all prestige cataphract armor. It is also used in royal beds, reliquaries, and grand meditation thrones. And lastly, 2 of the ship parts. So, sleeping is useless in RimWorld. The only thing that happens is a moody buff when you get tired. Nothing physical. Wasting a third of your life doing nothing is bad, and all those Z's will lag the game colony. Introducing Wake Up. Taking one will grant you increased capabilities while not wasting a third of your life unproductive. Research drug production and wake up. So, with 2 Neutroamine, which can be bought from caravans, 100 Neutroamine is 600 silver. Take once a day and you'll get increased meditation gain, as well as you might get a few heart attacks here and there, but a price to pay for such efficiency. Steam gazers are OP in RimWorld. If you land on an ice sheet, they can warm up entire bases and pop down a geothermal generator for power, and on the same ice sheet you can make separate growing areas. But my personal favorite is in the extreme desert to punish slaves by warming a room up until it's 103 Celsius. So what's the best faction in RimWorld? Well, the Empire is the best, at least in vanilla, but if we take it to the Void mod, these guys will evaporate mechs standing in their way, and with quite scary creatures they move at the speed of light. The Empire stand no chance as cataphract armor is like butter. Surprisingly though, at melee combat the Void isn't that good though, and the royalty weapons cut through them, so if you get close to them you might have a chance. The mod does say 1.2, but it works just fine in 1.3. What's the best ability in RimWorld? There are many, but the Invincibility is the best. Soul Light will get 5 Silent and start using it. Apply it to yourself and blow up pirates up close for accuracy. It lasts for 15 seconds. Apply Invincibility to a meleeist and they will demolish people. So strangely enough you can do this to enemies. You as the player can see them, but colonists can't. Fortunately, explosives will always take care of them. Oh, and you can use this on literally everything. What's the best building in RimWorld? Well, the obvious answer is the Cryptosleep casket. You can have a colonist take Luciferium and have them enter. The body will be in a constant state, no change. And if your colony dies, if you have your best colonist, the man in black will free them. They do cost a lot of resources, but the best thing to do is to get them for free in an ancient tomb. Kill the hostiles and imprison the others. Now harvest their organs and simply put them back in, so they will waste no food or hunger. And when the royal tribute collector is here, sell them for free honor when they're back up. What's the best colonist in RimWorld? Well, with the Science Never Stops mod, we can make a few implications. 23,000% movement speed. She moves at the speed of light, and she fists people at vibrating speeds. Centipedes stand on a single fist as she smashes them up, and mining an entire mountain with ease. Oops. And constructing immensely fast as well as research. She is OP. She is supposed to move faster, but I think the game cannot handle it. Mods in the description. What's the rarest building in RimWorld? Well, you've probably heard of the Anima Stone. It is worth so much money and it is from the Royalty DLC. It is essentially a portable anima tree for gaining psi focus. At 80% per day, it's pretty good, same as the anima tree. So it can be found in caravans, but it's never found and can be acquired through quests, and raiders won't ever destroy it. It is uncraftable and unbuildable, making it the rarest building in RimWorld. What's the best stone type in RimWorld? Sandstone is the fastest building block and highest market value per unit, so good for selling clubs. Limestone is the second most durable rock, nothing special here. Slate is very weak and its only strength is it's the lightest stone type. Marble is beautiful and makes your colony flourish, a wonderful rock. So then granite is the strongest block, which is crucial in some situations. But the rock is the best type of rock in RimWorld. What's the most useless building in RimWorld? Well, ever since barricades were added in 1.1, sandbags have become useless. With minus 10 beauty and has the lowest HP, it's not good. Since stone is found everywhere, and even slate, the weakest stone has a higher HP. Barricades also have 7 more beauty. Sandbag's only good point is its building time, but wasting cloth is not good. They are also both unflammable though. Are you still using sandbags in RimWorld? So, who's the best storyteller in RimWorld? 3 of these psychopaths, Cassandra Classic, she gives 2 major events and then silence. A few days break shown here, but she might be the hardest. Bobby Chillax, probably the easiest with long breaks. Plague, 1 quadrant later. Malaria. And so, Randy Random giving you the hardest early game start with 5 random ass events, but at endgame he can be very inactive. Who do you play in RimWorld? You're placing hospital beds wrong in RimWorld. You most likely have this type of layout, but wasting vital monitors is vital to forcing components down the drain. Simply place 4 hospital beds around a vital monitor. On any side, you want to place 2 more hospital beds. This one monitor stretches to 8 beds. This doesn't work with end tables though, so the Zeus hammer is the true best weapon in RimWorld. It is from the Royalty DLC and it can't be crafted. It can be bought from caravans with a market value of 2000 silver. The hammer is lighter than the Mono and Plasma sword, and its best feature is stunning literally everything. And with the best blunt damage, 31 blunt and a 46 armor penetration is exquisite. Mechanoids stand no chance, as a few hits kill centipedes, and even if you're being smashed from behind, the Zeus hammer smashes them both apart. The Persona hammer is better than the normal one, and it's so powerful it can take on both other swords because they can't penetrate good armor. RimWorld silver is the base standard currency. Silver ore can spawn in veins of 4 to 12, but it is useless. Let me explain later. Silver can be obtained from raiders, deep drilling and tombs. Despite it being important, it is only used in sterile and silver tiles. Just like gold, it has a work multiplier of 10. Its main purpose though is trading. Since items you sell are below market value, your wealth goes down. Silver is less beautiful than jade, so save it. Silver ore is useless because it has the smallest monetary yield. By this I mean, don't get excited over a silver meteorite because it's worth twice as little than the same amount of steel. So, a new true multiplayer mod in RimWorld is now possible. There was a multiplayer mod before, but this one allows you to have an open world, which allows you to have separate colonies. To join, create a colony and choose scenario and storyteller. In the seed menu, enter the IP and port, as well as username and password. When you press join, you will see the map, and here are all the players. Create a character. You can adjust the speed and pause the game as it is not really in real time. And there you go. So I assembled a caravan, and as you can see, you can't raid or visit yet, but trading and gifting is possible. The mod page has everything you need, so check down below. RimWorld's Jade is the second most beautiful mineral behind gold. Jade, lizard skin, and green lamps are the only constructible green things. It can be traded in for caravans, and jade alongside uranium are the only metals found in cargo pods. Deep drilling also works. It spawns from veins of 2 to 8. Apart from stone blocks, royal beds made of jade suffer no penalty from rest effectiveness. Jade isn't required in any recipes, but can be used in many recipes with the stony stuff tag. The main feature is from sculptures. Being just behind gold, it is beautiful, and if you get an inspiration, well, this thing will light up the base. So, did you know that you could shoot sleeping spots to increase skill in RimWorld? From before Alpha 15, you could shoot a sleeping or animal spot to gain XP. We take 10 XP per 1.7 seconds with a bolt action rifle. It would take 1.8 in real life days to become a legendary master. You can even start Chemfuel fires like this. Just don't make sure the sleeping spot is occupied. So, darkness is very bad in RimWorld. It affects your movement speed and manipulation speed. For example, butchering. In older versions, you could get a debuff for sleeping in the dark, but this has been removed. Infestations are also more likely to happen in the dark. If you don't have fire foam poppers, then I have a secret tip for you in RimWorld. Grenades. They are more useful than you think, easily extinguishing fires by itself. They are way better than colonists who use their bare fists. Unfortunately, doomstays and anti-gray warheads don't work. Did you know that lightning causes solar panel power in RimWorld? Well, not only that, plants can also grow with lightning strikes, which is not realistic as they both need proper solar light. Anyways, did you also know that even a solar beam bombardment also works with this? Pretty cool, right? So, if you struggle with placing hydroponics in RimWorld, then watch this. Start off by placing 2 hydroponics on each side just like this. On top of each column, place down hydroponics on the opposite axis. Make sure you have 24 components and 2400 steel. Now you want to place hydroponics just like this, like 3 next to the first 2, except the one in the middle is 1 tile up. Now cover with walls and place heaters or whatever you like. So, drop pod raids are the #1 colony killer in RimWorld, but I have a secret tip that somehow works. Animal spots. Place them all over the colony. They have no effect on beauty or anything. I recommend an auto clicker against carpal tunnel. Now, no drop pods can land inside of the base. You can place them outside if preferred, maybe in a kill box. But if you place animal spots on the whole map, it unfortunately won't prevent that. So, if you get one of those wanderers who ends up being an organ farm slave and want to banish them in RimWorld, well, that button is useless. Instead of getting a -3 mood debuff, just capture the colonist and open their way to freedom. You get no mood debuff. So, mountain roofs are OP in RimWorld. Apart from the insects, mine with caution and light, as it is not only your enemy, but also your friend. You can't gain infinite skill from mining it, but it protects you from mortars and drop pods. Do you play mostly with mountain bases in Dwarf Fortress? So, you're hunting wrong in RimWorld. The default way of hunting is 1 kill and haul all the way back to base, wasting so much time. Simply make an area on your freezer. Now you want to invert that area so the hunters can't haul. Now simply list a lot of targets and there you go. Have someone else haul so the main man can assassinate animals. No more wasting time. RimWorld, but I can only walk in a straight line. Okay, so on the line is fortunately a hare. Let's kill it real quick. Oh my goodness, this is taking way too long. Some bleeding, but I think I'll be fine. Okay, here's some heal root. Let's get that and heal ourselves. Self-tend. I think we'll be fine. Oh wow, it already started to rain and it's so cold. I will have to build a small shack. I have to make it 1 block wide, which is unfortunate. Alright, got the campfire and a ship crashed that missed us, unfortunately. So as you can see, we can only walk vertically on this line right here. Alright, let's make a spike trap just in case and plant some rice in the meantime. Food is scarce, but hares are abundant. Oh no, a raid. 2 raiders with clubs. Okay, we got 1. The club landed on me, so hopefully we should win this. Oh no, she has the tough trait. Oh my goodness. But wait, look, she's still walking along the line. Oh well, let's try again. So, if you struggle with no storage, then I have a tip for you in RimWorld. Simply research microelectronics and transport pod. Now remove a few roofs and construct it for only 50 steel and 1 component, and the pod itself for 10 more steel. Now put 1 Chemfuel in and start loading it. It can store 150 kilograms and colonists will automatically haul. And whenever you want an item, simply press the cross and it's done. Just make sure you don't accidentally send longs to neighbors. RimWorld, but damage is disabled, so my only goal is to die. Okay, so I can't die by bleeding, unfortunately. Oh, an ancient danger. Perfect. Oh no, great. Now I'm stun locked by insects. Wait, I forgot I can't punch open Cryptosleep caskets. Alright, ancients, come out. Well, that was just a waste of time. Got some Luciferium. Maybe I can commit death by collapsing a roof on me. Well, no. Oh, a mountain roof will 100% kill me. Wait, I can't even mine the stone. Okay, I got a master plan. Alright, let's build on top of the steam geyser with a campfire. There we go. Heat stroke underway and cooking inside. Perfect. Couldn't handle the heat. So, no RimWorld 1.4. It's April Fool's after all. So,